Hey, Tubies! It's Psychic Bob. Welcome. It's Sunday evening. How you like my red hat I got on? I am styling and profiling because tonight we're celebrating Imbolc here at Spirit Channel with the Order of the Purple Cord. And I hope you guys will join us. Lady Angela is with us tonight. Lord Tony may be here a little later. I think he's tied up right now. Lady Angela, you want to jump in and say hi?
Hi, everybody. Super excited for tonight. We're going to do a ritual. Very excited for what's going to happen tonight. Come on and join us.
That's right. Now, for those of you who are just tuning in, and some of you may not be able to say, what ritual? Well, we're doing a simple ritual, and you can follow along and join us. Hopefully, a lot of you got the ritual this week. Lady Angela, where did you post that at?
I posted it on last week's video.
Okay. And is it on Facebook as well?
Yeah, it's on our Order of the Purple Cord page on Facebook for any Purple Cord people that are joining us. Hey, it looks like Tony, he's trying to join us too. All right.
All right. Did he get the notice?
Well, he just Facebooked me. Let me tell him to open up his. Let's see. Bob just sent the link. But do you see it? He'll be joining us.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, so here we are, and you know, it's always wonderful. For those of you who are new here, the Witching Hour is a live broadcast. That's right, we're live. You guys can interact with us with the chat. I got to get my chat going over here, so give me just a minute, because you know me and this technical stuff is always an adventure.
Yeah. But I tried to post the ritual in the chat thing, but it's like a limit on how many characters it'll let me put.
Okay. So if you want to follow along with tonight's ritual, what you want to do is go over to last Sunday's video. Just go through my videos, and it'll be a week. Last Sunday, it'll say the Witching Hour. And if you open that, that's got the ritual in it. We're going to do that in just a little while when we get more people here. So hold on just a second. Let's see. Sunday. All right. Our chat's going okay. Yay. Can you hear me still, Lady Angela?
I can hear you. Tony says he didn't get the link. Go ahead and send it to him if you could.
I just sent it to him. Is it at his Yahoo account?
Let's see.
Okay, I want to give some shout outs while we're working that. Kimberly B is here. I am Lord Raziel's here. Moon Faye is here. Yay. Montcalm Horror's here. Lady Witch is here. Gav Hines. Gav's here from London. He's our faithful viewer. Stays up to 1 in the morning on a working night to watch the show. You are rocking it, dude. You are rocking it. Thank you.
We're so glad you're here. So, Bob, tell them a little bit about the ritual we're going to be performing. What kind of things do they need?
All right. Well, tonight's ritual is to celebrate Imbolc. It's going to be very simple because, as I have always said, and Lady Angela, I think you agree with me, magic doesn't have to be complex to be powerful. So there are just a few things you might want to gather around your house while we're getting warmed up here. And one of them is if you have a white candle. Now, you can use a tea light or a birthday candle or any type of white, it should be a white candle. And then you want a chalice or a cup. It can be even a glass, just a glass out of your kitchen to put some water in, okay? And then you want a paper. And where did that go? Hold on. All right. I just lost my pen here. Well, anyways, you want to get a pen and a paper, okay? And those 4 things are what you're going to need for tonight.
So to repeat what Bob said, and also Bob, Tony says he didn't get the link. But so you need a cup, any kind of cup or a dish, something to hold just a little bit of water in it, or a chalice if you have it. That's even better. 1 white candle, a pen, and a piece of paper. Here's my chalice I'm using tonight. It's out of cast resin. You could get this at rarewiccaspells.com. It has the triple goddess on it, and I absolutely love it. I love it. It has this Celtic stem to it. It's heavyweight. The part where the water goes, it's stainless steel, and it actually comes out so that you can wash it without submerging this here in water. It's really, really neat. So you need something to hold a little bit of water. You need one white candle. White's a wonderful all-purpose candle. This is what you would call a chime candle. It's small and skinny, and I like these because usually for one ritual, it's just about enough time for it to burn all the way down, and usually the flame's very steady, and the wax dripping's very steady. I like chime candles, and then just a pen and a paper. That's it.
Simple as pie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell Tony I sent him another thing. Make sure that it went to his Yahoo account. That's the one email.
Yeah, for Yahoo's the correct one.
Okay.
Basically, in the ritual, which Bob wrote, and it's really beautiful, we're going to be writing something that we want to manifest in this year. And then at some point, we will sprinkle it with some water, say an incantation, light the candle, and it manifests what we have written for the new year. So it's a very simple ritual. It's very wonderful. And it's for removing your blocks and limitations and letting the flow of whatever it is you want to manifest happen.
Absolutely. You know, Imbolc traditionally is the time where in the old Celtic world, they used to, lambs would start to drink milk. Imbolc comes from to take milk, basically. And milk in magic is oftentimes an offering to the gods as well, and it represents a pure offering. And so, at this Imbolc time, we want to be pure in our hearts. And so part of the ritual tonight will help you to purify yourself so that you can be in the best place to manifest, By the way, Lady Angela, how do you like my red hat I'm wearing tonight?
I love it. I love those hats you wear. You just really work it. You're good at it. It suits you.
Well, because it's a Sabbath, I always was taught when I was in training that the Sabbats are like the fire festivals, they deal with the solar energy. So I've always associated red with the Sabbath. So that's why I wore my red hat tonight. And I'm wearing a special pendant as well. And by the way, just to before I get into this, let me just clarify. Some of you are going to say, well, wait a second, Bob, wasn't Imbolc back on February 2nd? It's the 4th. Why are we doing this? Well, what I like to say about Sabbats are that you're entering into a Sabbath season, not just a day. So the Sabbath was technically on the 2nd of February, but here we are gathering on the 4th, and it's still Imbolc. Don't you think so, Lady Angela?
I agree. I was out walking my dog earlier tonight, and I was just, and I was getting into the spirit and just cleansing myself by walking, building up energy, thinking about tonight's ritual. And I was thinking about in days of old, where they would go by the sun. They didn't necessarily have a calendar, all the time. And it felt like this season of Imbolc, like Imbolc was in the air. Even though it was 2 days ago, it's still here, the spirit. And here we are doing a ritual tonight in that honor, and I just really felt inspired by it. It was a great feeling. I wonder if everybody else was feeling that too. I'm excited we're all going to be doing this at the same time, and then even after it's live, people can play it back and be performing it and adding energy to everybody's wishes for positivity and whatever it is your dream to come true. I think that's just awesome.
Absolutely. And if you're tonight, oh, ladies, you can turn your volume down, getting feedback from your machine.
Oh, okay.
If you're watching this now, you're saying, oh gosh, I didn't know in time, I can't get the ritual supplies. Do it in your mind with us tonight. You're still part of the ritual. Don't say, oh, well, I don't have the supplies, I can't be part of it. Your presence here tonight means you give power. So do the ritual in your mind. Visualize yourself with the candle, with the water, with all the stuff we're going to do as we do it. And you're doing it magic. And also, as Lady Angela said, after the show, let's say later in the week, you get the supplies, you can play back the video and do the ritual and learn and practice. It's a way to practically learn hands-on magic, isn't it, Lady Angela?
Absolutely. Oh, Tony just sent me a picture of his altar setup. It's beautiful, but he doesn't have the link to join.
I don't know what
his altar looks great.
Lady Angela, can you text me? Tell him to text you his email, and I'll see if I've got the wrong. I've used the one I use every week. So hold on
Here,
a second.
let's see. I can tell him on here, Tony. Tell me the email address again so I can tell Bob. Okay, then I could text it to you, Bob. Okay.
Okay.
I gotta turn my cell phone on. See my purple cover even on my cell phone?
I love it. I got on my little purple cord tonight. I thought it'd be nice. I decided not to wear my big purple cord. I thought I might catch myself on fire, because you know how I am, Lady Angela.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why my chalice is over here, because tonight I wore my special witch dress I wear for special rituals. And the sleeves, which I love that they hang like this, but I'm a klutz and I knock stuff over. Okay, Bob, I'm sending you
Okay. Great. All right, I'm watching for it.
Okay.
So guys, I am so glad that you are with us tonight, because, you know, as we were saying earlier, Imbolc is a season. And our next Sabbath's not till Ostara, which is going to be on March 30, what is March?
I got it marked on my calendar, but I don't know it by heart.
March 21st, actually. Yeah, March 21st. I'm just blanking out here. But so from now until March 21st, we're actually in what I like to call, when I look at the wheel of the year, the season of Imbolc, And
Agreed.
Imbolc is a wonderful time, as we were saying earlier, to work on purification of self, new beginnings. We don't hold on to last year. We're starting new. The wonderful thing about Wicca is that the wheel of the year is spinning. And so we don't hold on in our religion. We don't hold on to guilt. Guilt is destructive. There are plenty of religions out there. We won't name them, but they're into guilt. They're like, once you're a sinner, you're always a sinner. We don't see that in the craft. We say, you know what? We acknowledge our struggle. We acknowledge our imperfection. And, we start again, And Imbolc is a time for us all to start again. So it doesn't matter what you've done. You might say, well, Bob, I really failed. I messed up. I, didn't complete any of my goals. Okay. Well, you know what? Go ahead and start again. Don't hold on to that past. And tonight, we really want you to think about a lot of that as we do the ritual tonight. We're going to walk through that in just a little while here. Looks like we got quite a number of people with us tonight. Oh, look, Laura M's here. Katie McKenzie's here. Hi, Katie. Veronica Klepsek's here. Sebastian Franks is here. Armani Velez is here. We got a great time. Oh, they all said they're loving your purple outfit, Lady Angela.
Thank you.
And somebody said they like my red hat. Thank you, guys. I'm enjoying it too.
Oh, they say they love my necklace. Yeah, I'm wearing my Angel Aura crystal, and I'm also wearing the Miraculous Mary medal, which I love. And I got on a special ring tonight. I pulled it out of my jewelry box. I just felt like this was a special occasion, so I wanted to put on some bling. It's a fake sapphire, but it's like a tiger's eye sapphire. It's lovely with crystal jewels. I love it so much, and it really just makes me feel like really like the goddess, to perform a goddess ritual in the spirit of the holiday. So
I love it. Tonight I'm wearing my special Sabbath wheel pendant, and I bought this over at Lady Angela's site. Any of you want a special pendant? I only wear this on the Sabbaths because it's like a sacred consecrated piece for a ritual. And it's a sun in the middle with the flames coming off of it, but it's got the 8 spokes of the wheel, but they're done like, let's see if you can see it, kind of flames. There you go. But I love this.
Nice.
So if you want to go to Lady Angela's site, rarewiccaspells.com, and she has that over there.
Yep. And there's stones there, crystals there, herbs, little cupboards like the one you had on your altar. I have a couple treasure boxes in my bedroom that I got. My phone's being stupid. That's why you haven't got the link. I had to restart
it. I just got it. This is the email that I'm using. Let me try it again. he may be having a technical problem or something's going on here. Let me try it one more time and just see if I can get this going.
I tell you what I love is this chalice. I really, really love this chalice with the triple goddess and the feel of it. It's just, it's sexy and it's like, it's of the goddess, you know. I just really, really like it. And like I said, I got a lot of chalices over at Rare Wicca Spells, and even a scrying bowl. You have a scrying bowl like this, Bob, don't you?
I do actually. Yes,
yep.
I do have a scrying bowl. I love it.
And I really like the cast resin things. You know, it seems like they get more detail into stuff.
Oh yeah, you know, I think a wonderful thing is that because the craft is becoming so known, we're getting a lot of people that are really, you know, manufacturing stuff. The craft community has a lot more options. You know, if you ever talk to anybody who was around during like the 60s and 70s, the witches back then had to make all their stuff. There was no supply shop for witch supplies.
Yep. Some people are saying they could feel the energy of tonight, the high energy of tonight with us all gathered. And someone else asked, do you have to be Wiccan to join the Purple Cord or a witch of any kind?
Absolutely not. The only thing we ask is that you be of like mind, which means that you honor the Wiccan Rede. The Wiccan Rede says, and it harm none, do as you will. So we forbid in the order for our members to practice curses, black magic, harmful dark arts. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to be a wimp and let people walk on you. There's certainly defensive magics that are in the realm of white magic. So that is our thing, that you have to respect that. If you're somebody who practices curses, you know, this order is really probably not someplace you want to be, because we won't endorse that or support it. And by being of like mind, you draw power from the group. So because, you know, if you're somebody doing black magic, you're not going to draw any power from our group because we're not lending energy to that. So that's kind of our requirement. We have a lot of people that are kind of just discovering the craft, and they're not sure they're ready to fully commit their life to it. And they want to just have a place to come and grow and learn before they make decisions about anything. And that's certainly welcome. You know, we want to be a safe haven for people to explore the things that we teach about here.
Shadowlander has a good question. If we have any suggestions on gods or goddesses of music or musicians that they could try and work with. Down below, someone has suggested Heather. I would suggest Dionysus. He's a wonderfully fun and musical type fellow.
Yes, Dionysus. And also I might even add in Lord Pan, because he plays the green flutes.
Yep.
Oh, and you know what? Another one. Hold on, just hold that thought. Came to me. Apollo. He plays the harp.
Oh, nice. Somebody had asked how to join the Purple Cord.
Sure. If you want to join the Order of the Purple Cord, you can go over to my website or to Lady Angela's website. We each give those in the links below. And what you do is send us an email stating their interest in joining the order and that you're agreeing to follow the Wiccan Rede. You recognize that. And then once we receive that, we will issue you a certificate of membership. You also have to, during your time, agree to make a purple cord. And in fact, we'll probably do a whole video about making cords soon. But the purple cord, like this one is, in fact, I'll take it off to show you. It's just made of yarn. It's purple yarn. It's braided and woven and tied off. But it's a wonderful symbol. It's a symbol of our order, the purple cord.
Mine is out of paracord.
That's
and
beautiful.
It's really long. This is one, sometimes I'll wear it as a belt, but tonight I have it draped over me to send power and energy towards from the purple cord into the purple cord, the order of the purple cord. So, and Bob, I wanted to show you where I've written the ritual in my Book of Shadows.
Oh, do let me see.
So here's my Book of Shadows, you know, and I've written it in here, and I use my special markers and stuff, and it is a lot of fun writing it in here. So,
oh, I love that.
Yep. So that's the ritual in my book. And I have it propped up over here. And you don't, if you wanted to write it in your Book of Shadows, you guys, you can do that. Or you could write it on a paper or put it in a binder, maybe something you could pull out and use again and again. I wrote mine in my book, but if you have it just printed out or written out, that's fine too.
Yeah, in fact, I need to write mine in my book. I just have it on paper right now, but I'm definitely going to do that. In fact, those of you who are new here, you may not have seen, I have to show you this. Some of you have seen this. But this is my book of shadows that I received from Lady Angela as a Christmas gift or Yule gift. And it's done like a dragon skin with silver pentacles on it. And I just love it. And I've got a lot of room in mine to write rituals. And, you know, if you want to get a book of shadows from Lady Angela, she'll custom make it to any color you want, any fabrics. It's just beautiful, you know. Hold on, I'll show you that. When you open it up, it's got the front page, Book of Shadows. And I did some writing in mine. I put a pentacle blessing just last week. And, oops, where'd I move that? I have to find my pentacle blessing. But, you know, really, I recommend it. I recommend the Book of Shadows, you know. Lady Angela, you can, you know, make these in all sort of forms for people, can't you?
Oh, yes. I make little, small, travel-sized ones. I can make you a spell one. I can make you an all-journal one with beautifully designed journal pages all throughout that are lined or unlined. If you want a blank one, I could do that. I have a potions and recipes version. I make big ones. I make big, fat ones. I make, and it's whatever speaks to you. If you like a certain a certain color, then I can incorporate that into the cover. Certain symbols or animals you love, I can incorporate that. It's always a surprise, you know, whenever you get it and the unveiling of it. And it's very exciting to me too to make fellow brothers and sisters of the craft these books. It's an honor and it's very exciting. And I would love to make you all one. You could look me up on rarewiccaspells.com and check out some designs I have there and contact me, and I'd love an opportunity to make you one. So,
and if you buy you'll custom sign a certificate of authenticity with it. Here's my certificate. So you see, there are a lot of wonderful blessings, you know, when you work with, you know, masters of the craft like Lady Angela. Her books are heirloom. Like, I'll have this book in 50 years from now, you know, and I will pass it on to future witches as a gift. Have you heard anything from Lord Tony? I resent the link for him.
He's in the chat box.
Okay.
He's in the chat box, but for some reason we just couldn't get him connected live, guys. Tony's here with us. We were having technical
I'm so sorry.
problems.
I'm sending you the email that you sent, and it's still not coming through.
But we hope that you'll still follow along with us, though, because we got a lot of energy here tonight for our ritual. I can't wait till we get going.
Well, you know, speaking of getting going, maybe we should go ahead and start. What do you think?
I think so.
We got enough people here? Everybody ready for this? All right. Well, hold on. Let me open up my ritual here. I got
so that everybody knows, what you need is some kind of a dish of water. It could be a bowl, it could be a cup, it could be a McDonald's cup if that's all you can get, or it could be your chalice with just a little bit of water in it, and you ask for blessings of the Lord and Lady for this water to be pure and bring honor to them. You know, just say something over the water that's special to dedicate it to the Lord and Lady. You need a white candle. It could be a tea light candle. It could be a chime candle. It could be a pillar candle. What kind of candle do you have, Bob?
I've got a beautiful white candle. This is a jar candle that I bought. I bought this actually at the dollar store. It's pure white. It's so pretty. Look how pure and white it is.
So some kind of a white candle, a dish of water, a little piece of paper or a big sheet of paper, whatever you have handy, just something to write on and something to write with. So 4 things.
It's real simple. So I'm going to give everybody just a few minutes just to make sure you get your stuff together. Because if you're like me, come Sunday evening, you put everything out like you're planning to do, and then you forget where you put it. So that's all right. Anyways, we'll give you just a few moments here. Get your stuff together. Maybe you have to move around your computer so you can set up your little work.
Make sure you have something to light your candle with. Don't light it yet. Leave it unlit. But have a lighter of some kind that you're going to use to light it or match.
Absolutely, yeah.
And also, we
So,
apologize, but while we're performing the ritual, we won't really be able to pay attention to the chat box because we're going to be focused on the ritual. And then we'll come back to the chat box once we're done.
yeah, we'll come back to the chat. So, anyways, well, it's 8:25. I think we're ready to begin. What do you think, Lady Angela?
Sure.
All right. So, guys, what we want to do is, first of all, I want everybody just to get together. Just sit down. Let's just center ourselves. And I want everybody just to close your eyes just for a brief moment. And as we close our eyes, just let go all the tension of the day. Just breathe out. Let yourself be just a moment of peace here. And as you're sitting with your eyes closed, I want you to think about some things. Maybe if you can narrow it even just to one thing right now. One thing that you'd like to bring into your life in 2018. You could envision a new car, a new home, a new job, a new beginning in some way. Just take a moment, hold that thought. I want you to visualize it, to feel it, to see it. Let it be tangible. You might be saying, gee, I really want to move to a new home. Visualize that home. It might be a beautiful little apartment with a balcony, or it might be a big $1 million home. Don't limit yourself, but do something that you know that you're being called to. Focus on a desire, a true desire of your heart, something that you really want and you know that you need for this year in 2018. Just hold that in your mind just for a minute. And once you see that beautiful thought, feel it, like visualize the texture of it, you know? Let's say you say, I want a new car. What does the color of the car look like? What type of model is it? Can you see the shining light on the hood of the car? Make it very tangible, very literal, very earthy. Feel that energy. And when you're done and you've got that thought, I want you to slowly come back and start to open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, pick up your piece of paper now. You have your paper, Lady Angela?
Yes, I have my paper right here.
All right. And I want you just to take your pen and I want you to start to write on that paper what you want. You don't have to show it to anybody. It's just for you. The gods know, and they will see and sense what you're calling them to. So as we write on the paper, just take a moment and be specific, you know. If you need a new car, or you need a new home, or you need a new beginning and so on, write it down. All right. Okay. Are we all together on this? Anybody in the chat having a problem? We'll check in. Okay, hopefully you're with us. Then I want you to fold that paper up. Okay. Now don't throw it away. Just hold on to it a minute. And then I want you to take your chalice, okay, or your cup of water. In fact, I got to prepare my chalice. I brought water in a separate pitcher because I knew that I would knock this chalice over if I filled it too soon. So I'm going to put some water here in my chalice. Oops. Oh, by the way, my chalice I'm using tonight has the Wheel of the Year. This is my Sabbath chalice. Isn't that great? So holding your chalice, holding your paper, put your paper on the table. Take your projective hand. This is the hand that you write with, okay? That's called the projective hand in magic. And I want you to dip your finger in the water, okay? You don't have to get a lot. just dip it in. Just sprinkle your paper. I don't know if you guys can see me here, what I'm doing. Just sprinkle your paper, just like that. Just dip it in again. See a little water. You don't have to drench the paper, just a few good sprinkles. Okay. And as you sprinkle that paper, I want you to visualize that goal. And we're going to say the following 3 times. Now, I'm going to start it, and then Lady Angela will pick it up, and we'll come back around. You with me, Lady Angela?
I'm with you, Bob.
All right. So as we sprinkle that paper, we'll say, let this water cleanse away the blocks that keep me from obtaining what is on this paper, with harm to none and goodwill to all. We're going to do that 3 times. Lady Angela, you take the next time.
Mine started at let this water purify my heart.
Oops, wait a second. Now there's a line above that. Do you see that? Let this water cleanse the way. Move up higher. Paragraph above.
I don't have that paragraph, Bob. You
Are
got to
you
do it.
Okay, that's really strange. Well, I'll do the rest. Okay, so follow along. Something strange is happening. It's in the one I sent you. I guess it disappeared on the way.
Okay.
That's so strange. All right, well, we're going to sprinkle it again. So holding the paper, say, let this water cleanse away the blocks that keep me from obtaining what is on this paper, with harm to none and goodwill to all. And do it one more time. Let this water cleanse away the blocks that keep me from obtaining what is on this paper, with harm to none and goodwill to all.
Goodwill to all.
Then we're going to do the next part, whereas you take your chalice and you sprinkle yourself. Lady Angela, I'll let you lead this part off. Sprinkle yourself.
Let this water purify my heart to let go of past limitations and be open to new beginnings with harm to none and goodwill to all. Let this water purify my heart to let go of past limitations and be open to new beginnings with harm to none and goodwill to all. Now you, Bob.
Let this water purify my heart to let go of past limitations, to be open to new beginnings with harm to none and goodwill to all. All right. You with me, Lady Angela?
I'm with you, Bob.
All right, good. Now, our next step is we want to pick up our candle. Hold on just a second, Lady Angela. I got a stuff blocking my screen here. All right. So we're going to pick up our candle. While you hold your candle, you want to visualize yourself achieving the goal that you wrote on the paper. So just close your eyes again. Let's just focus on seeing that. Let's feel that. Make it as literal and tangible as you can. And as you hold that thought, we're going to start our chant again. And this is how the chant goes. Candle of white, purity and light, to my spell set flight this night. Angel?
Candle of white, purity and light, to my spell set flight this night.
Candle of white, purity and light, to my spell set flight this night. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Now, what you want to do is light that candle. So hold on, I'm using a stick of incense here as my lighting stick. But you want to light that candle. And as you light it, Visualize your magic taking flight.
To my spell set flight this night, so mote it be.
So mote it be. And we're all together in unity. And as our candles burn, know that our magic is reaching out across the universe. And you will get a manifestation. And as you look at your candle, know that your road of blocks are being removed and the light is with you. Keep hope in your heart and let good things come through this magic.
So mote it be.
So mote it be. And guys, you can, let this candle burn as long as you want. Might be watching show, you can have it burning. I'm going to keep mine burning. But you don't have to leave it burn for 24 hours or anything. You can put it out and the next night just light it again with your intention. Or you can even redo the spell if you want. But, the spell in a sense has been said, and you can just light the candle to carry the magic.
And I might add something.
Yeah, go ahead, lady.
People are probably going to be curious of what to do with the paper now. Myself, what I'm going to do with my paper is I'm going to incorporate some earth magic, because at this time, your seeds are planted, things are coming to bloom, just like our magic tonight. The seed is planted, we're waiting for it to bloom. So I'm going to fold mine up in a little bit, and I'm actually going to poke it into the soil of a house plant. I just planted some seeds in some pots with some dirt, and I'm going to poke mine down in there, because as that plant grows, it's going to absorb my wish. And as it grows, so will the energy, and my wish will come to fruition. That's just a suggestion. It's not what you have to do with your paper, but that's what I'm going to do with mine. I thought I'd share it.
I love that. I think that's a wonderful way. For myself, because I'm working with the fire energy element, I'm going to put mine under my candle. So just going to set it there on the paper underneath.
That's a great idea.
So it can be done many ways. There's no one way to do this, but these are ways that we're going to do it. And it might help you, Or
you could fold it up and put it in your wallet. You could, and so then you carry it around with you. Guys and girls can both do that. Put it in your billfold, in the change compartment or somewhere. Carry it with you, and it will bring you positive energy. It will work to manifest. So that's some other suggestions for what you should do with it.
Absolutely. So I hope that you, spark myself.
You okay?
Hold on, I got to put the candle on. Psyche Bob is a danger in his altar sometimes. It's amazing. Lady Angela for my Christmas gift sent me Vesta powder. And I've been a little scared to work with that. But I'll eventually get to that. But anyway, so there's some magic. I hope that you guys are able to be part of this tonight. And, tell us in the chat, if you were doing the spell with us. We'd love to hear about it.
Oh, many were. There's a lot of so mote bees in there. We had a lot of people with us. I could feel that energy. It was great.
I could too.
Sorry, I lost one whole hunk of it. Stuff happens. Magic's unpredictable. And you just go with it. You feel inspired and you go with it. So it's okay if you stumble. We stumbled. It's okay if you stumble. It puts that much more of you into it.
Absolutely. And this is the thing. There's a saying I always learned in the craft: mirth and reverence. Now, we've been trying to be reverent, but we're going to have some mirth on the way too, and that's okay. And see, This is our first time working a long distance ritual like this. And isn't that fun?
Yeah, Nico says this was his first ritual ever and thanks us for sharing the knowledge. That's awesome.
I'm so glad to hear that. Welcome. Well, I'm so glad that you're enjoying this. We're going to be doing more of these, aren't we, Lady Angela?
Oh, yes. I think it went great. Next time we'll have Tony for sure. We'll have our little ironed out and our technical problems there. Sorry, Tony.
I know. I missed Lord Tony tonight. I don't know what's going on with this. So I'm so sorry, Tony.
Yep. I'm sure he followed along with us, though. We could feel all the energy. It was great. Many of our people over here, Carol Pettis did the spell along with us. She also has dragon's blood incense burning. You know, Carol, that's something I did to prepare as well. I burned some incense in my home. I always do that to set up the atmosphere, to get into the mood for magic, you know. And I took a bath, you know, I went for a walk, drinking water, you know, getting into the mood, burning some incense, um, spraying some special spray with sandalwood in it, you know, just all of that sets the mood for magic.
Absolutely. There was a lot more that I was going to add to this ritual, but I decided this time just to keep it very simple.
Oh,
But you know, definitely incense, all sort of things can be added.
Tony says, you did it on purpose. I just know it. Laugh out loud. Oh,
Oh,
Tony, we miss you.
we miss you, Lord Tony.
His altar looked great in his picture he sent. He posted it to me on Facebook in a private message, and his altar looked amazing.
How cool is that?
Yep.
Tony, I don't know what's going on, dude. I'm trying to reach you.
I am Lord Raziel says he never thought of using dragon's blood for this one. He'll have to keep some for next time. He has some sitting in front of me. And you know, that brings up a thought of mine on incense, you know. Just like anything else with magic, if a certain herb makes you feel one way, then you use it for that. And you know, whatever incenses appeal to you, that when you burn that flavor of incense, it just puts you in the mood for magic, then that's your magic all-purpose incense. You know, maybe some of them make you feel lovey-dovey, you know, and maybe some of them make you feel lucky, you know, like money-wise. And some of it makes you just feel witchy. Well, that's the way you find your special incense, whatever works for you. If the smell of frankincense seems pungent to you, don't use it. You know, find something that speaks to you. And that's whatever gets you in the mood for magic.
Oh yeah, you know, one of my favorite instances I discovered recently. Well, not recently; it's been a while, but it seems recent because I used to never use it. Was myrrh. I used to hear of myrrh, and I used to think of the
I like
Bible myrrh, and I thought, oh, I never smelled myrrh, and you know, it just wasn't something I had explored. And when I just explored it, I was so amazed. I said, now I know why myrrh was so famous in the ancient world.
Did the smell bring you back to Egyptian times? It did me. I swear I felt like past lives knocking on the door. I could sense that thick smoke of frankincense, myrrh, and copal resins all burning in those big giant metal, you know, look like a dish, but it's called a censer, I believe. And way up in the air, those big head with the thick smoke and the people and the animals.
Absolutely.
And
It takes back to the temple in ancient Egypt.
yes.
Yeah, I offer myrrh now to Isis as an offering many times.
Yeah, definitely. The gods favor. I think the gods favor when we burn resins like that, you know, natural resins, just like they did way back in the day. So,
Yes, Jerry Williams just said, she said, make it your own. I
yep,
agree.
absolutely.
That'd be
And
your own.
Montcalm Horror says myrrh is one of the gifts the three wise men brought. That's true. Absolutely. Yeah,
Yes. So Miguel Hines has said, I have a bag full of incense and blend it on my own. Now that's really a talent. And if you can make your own incense, that's a real great talent to have.
well, Bob, I know that you've done it, and I've done it too, of in our mortar and pestle putting regular dried herbs and resins and crunching them up and doing it and putting it on a charcoal disc. That is one way to make your own incense.
Yes, it is. And, you know, it takes time to do that, but if you can make the time, it's really worth it. And I have a big, it looks like a Catholic church censer, and I use that with my charcoal disc, and it makes voluminous clouds of smoke.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and you know, guys, let me teach you while we're talking, and Gab got me inspired here. While we're talking about incenses, a really great incense for prosperity, because a lot of people are writing to me about prosperity now. Very simple, but works wonders, is cinnamon. Ground cinnamon is a natural incense, and it brings prosperity and sweeter dispositions. So, like, for example, if you've got to go meet with a bank manager and get a loan, you might want to burn, as part of your ritual work to prepare for that, cinnamon on a coal block, charcoal block. So simple, but it's perfect incense.
And another thing, Bob, right now it's winter time. And a lot of people have fires going, actual real like fireplaces. You could toss a little handful of dried herbs in there and it would make an aroma. Or better yet, if you use pine, if you burn pine, then you're naturally putting that pine smoke into your home. Or maybe you different things. You don't have to have dried incense. You could go and cut a limb off of a spruce tree or off of a rosemary bush or off of a sage plant. Let it dry and burn it carefully. Be careful and use fireproof safe dish underneath. But just burning that, it puts it into the air, that energy, and it sets that mood for magic or for whatever it is you're trying to invoke.
Oh, I have to agree. In fact, there's a wonderful old book by Dion Fortune called The Sea Priestess. Have you read that book, Lady Angela?
Not that one.
Well, you should read that. They have a wonderful section in there about how to make a magical fire. And in the book, it's a fictional book, but it's actually a witchcraft training book, but it was disguised as fiction. They go to a beach and they have 3 types of wood. And I think it's like cedar and juniper and maybe another one, pine. It might be those 3. And they make a fire and they, prepare each stick. They cut it and they stack them in kind of a way like an old bonfire with the sticks sticking up. And they have a whole ritual. And that wood, as it burns, releases power and vibration for their magic.
Absolutely. Well said. Veronica Klepzerek says that she throws copal resin in her bonfires. I bet that is amazing. I love the smell of copal resin burning, and I love bonfires. So the 2 combined, that's got to be just awesome.
Oh, I agree. Mark Walsh just asked, he said, do you prefer burning incense as the sticks, cones, or with charcoal? Well, to be honest, my personal preference is I prefer charcoal because I think it gives a better incense. But I live in an apartment building where if I get too much of that going, it sets off smoke detectors and disturbs the neighbors. So I'd only use that occasionally. So Jen and I tend to use sticks simply because it's easier to acquire. And Lady Angela has some wonderful incense over at her shop. And I burn, one of my favorites, Lady Angela, you carry it, is Super Hit incense.
Oh, yes. It's really good. Super Hit's better than, it's like a hybrid of Nag Champa, and it's wonderful. Wonderful.
Really?
I burn sticks and cones, and on special occasions, if I'm setting up a big altar for a big ritual, you better believe I'll have me some charcoal going with some herbs on it, But a lot of people are commenting about if they live indoors or in an apartment and they can't burn the smoke. Some people have trouble with they can't burn candles even for that reason. And they make battery operated candles. I don't know if it works any more powerful or not, but I've used those to accent the room when you can burn your main candle and then have some of the battery ones nearby around to illuminate so you don't have so much fire going unattended. That's a safe way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Shadowlander just says,
go ahead.
I'll cut you off, Lady Angela. I thought you were done. I'm losing your volume. I can't hear you. You're disappearing on me.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Shadowlander just said, Bob and Lady Angela, can you guys suggest some music for the Thunderbird? I don't know what that. Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood that. If you're talking about the spirit of the Thunderbird, Native American spirit, I would say you want to talk to a Native American. That's a little out of my realm, actually.
Yep. Potpourri, that helps. You could sprinkle, if you have potpourri and you're doing a ritual, say, to invoke Lakshmi, you might find certain potpourris that have scents in them that are favorable to her, and maybe lay some of that around in your room or in a dish, and that smell does work it's all about that air energy, air element is what the scent is about. It doesn't have to be smoke. Even the oil diffusers, you could plug them in or you put a tea light under it, but you put the oil or the wax. Those will do the same effect. It's air energy or air element. So.
Absolutely. Oil is a great option. Absolutely.
Sebastian Franks asks, are opals used in Wicca? Absolutely. And you know, oftentimes opals are referred to as the witch's stone. And I like the description that it's because it contains all the flavors or all the colors of the universe in it, because it dances about with that play of light. So opals absolutely are used in Wicca. All my favorite stones are the ones that dance around with color. Moonstones, mystic topaz, labradorite with the play of colors. Those are wonderfully witchy stones.
Oh yeah, I like. They have a thing. Maybe you've seen it, Lady Angel. The fire blue opals. Oh, they're just
Oh,
amazing.
yes.
I,
One of my favorite Wiccan musicians, artists, musically would be S.J. Tucker. She has a lot of really, really great Wiccan songs, really great ones. One of my favorite of hers is The Horned God. And she has a few of them that are just awesome. Awesome. One of them's called In the House of Mama Dragon. That's one of my favorites of her. So she, I would recommend for getting into your mood for magic. She's great.
and you know, I think I said this, I'm a fan of Lorena McKenna.
Let's see. Montcalm Horror asks, do you like carnival glass? Bob, you like collecting cut glass things. I don't know if you have carnival glass, though.
Yeah, I collect carnival glass. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, carnival glass is great. It looks great on an altar. It's kind of mystical looking, and depending on what you're working with, it you know, it can complement your altar. Again, it's a personal choice. You know, it's not part of Wicca traditionally to use a specific glass, but you know, Wicca, what it's really about is use things that are in harmony with your spirit and with the spirits that you work with.
Yep. I am Lord Raziel. His favorite S.J. Tucker song is called Witch's Rune. I don't know if you've heard that one, Bob, but it's really great. She does a great job with it.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that. You know, and one of my favorite musics is by Robert Gass, and y'all, I'm sure everybody here knows it. We all come from the goddess.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Oh,
we
yes.
all come from the goddess. Anyways, I could sing that for
Yep.
hours.
Yep. A lot of them. And that other, what is it? The goddess chant. I love the
Yeah,
goddess chant as well. Yep.
you know that comes from what's the name of that group? Now I'm blanking out here. Oh God, it's a Wiccan group. It's actually a Wiccan group that does that. And Succubus, Incubus Succubus, that's the name of the group. That chant is
Huh.
actually in their song Witches.
Nice. Yep. Isis Astarte Diana.
Hecate and
And
I was thinking we might have a sing along one night, but I don't know. You know, Lady Angela, you and I singing, I don't know. That might turn everybody off. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what are you saying, huh? You can sing, but shut me down. Okay.
Lord Tony just said, he says, I'm good with Metallica.
Yeah, I like Metallica too, Tony.
All right. I can go with that. You know, anything 80s is rocking in my world.
Yep. Yep.
That was great. Oh, Veronica just said there was a lady, Gypsy, that had songs in the 90s that were pretty good. I think I heard of her. I think I know who you're talking
I have
about.
too. I can't place a song, but yeah.
I don't know if she's still alive. Am I confusing? There was somebody with similar name who was a Wiccan person who actually died in a car accident around the end of the 90s, early 2000s. Might have been her. I hope not, but there was this famous Wiccan singer who was really good who's no longer with us.
Kimberly B says she just found We All Come From the Goddess on YouTube. She's jamming out, watching our show, listening to it. Yep. They're great. Those chants are wonderful, you know.
Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, Mark Lawless wrote, he said, you guys are such a great energy. The show always brings such positivity to me. Thank you so much for doing these live videos. Please keep doing it. You're wonderful. Thank you, Mark.
Yep. Let's see here. Everybody's wanting to sing along with us. Oh, boy.
Oh, well. Well, we'll think about a sing-along maybe for a future show. We'll have to plan that. We could do chorus part, you know.
Yep.
Mama Bird's here. She said this is a great way to start a week. I agree, Mama Bird. You know, when we gather, I like to call this the gathering of the tribes. Don't you, Lady Angela?
Yeah, I love that.
You know, all us magical people come together, and even non-magical. You know, we've had a lot of people come here, and they've not really been into Wicca, and since joining our program, they've come to discover what we teach, that there's value in it.
Yep. I love it. And I love it whenever it's live. I really love it because we're able to interact and really give the answers to the questions people want to know about, you know. And I really enjoy that give and take, and also that it stands there for episodes later, you know. I've been adding it to our Order of the Purple Cord playlist on YouTube so that it could be a teaching video, you know, and all grouped together for you to find it, which you guys can find that playlist on YouTube. Just type in Order of the Purple Cord and it'll pop up the playlist I've made. It's a public playlist of a grouping of many, there's over 100 videos there, many of them by Lord Bob, but they all teach from the Wicca perspective, and anybody can watch them, whether you're an Order of the Purple Cord member or not. But if you are an Order of the Purple Cord member, it's encouraged because there's a lot of really good, great stuff there. What?
Tony said, Bob's being a funny guy. Homie, don't sing. I don't mean me or him. But I don't sing, but I try. Yeah. You know, I've always said it's true. My alter ego is a rock star. I was an MTV star in a different time and different life, you know.
Veronica Klapzeric says, binge watch alert. She's about to go binge watch our playlist.
Bless her heart. Well, you know, Lady Angela and I really try to put together videos that help people learn. I'm so glad you're watching. Enjoy.
Yep, absolutely. Gee whiz, Bob, we only got 4 minutes left. My goodness. Oh my God.
Where does the time go? You know, guys, people ask me all the time, you know, because as a psychic, I do readings all day long. People say, how do you do all these readings? I say, every reading feels like 5 minutes. And when we get to this show, I always feel like it feels like 5 minutes. Do you have the same experience, Lady Angela?
Absolutely. And let's see here. Someone had just asked, well, JG asked, will I be doing videos again in the future? Yes, I'm gearing up towards that. I got the app downloaded. I just got to coordinate time to do it is all. So I'm going to be working on that to get some of my own videos out too. But absolutely, I will be here once a week on Sundays for the Witching Hour for sure. I wouldn't miss an episode of that. And working on getting my own out again.
Oh, look, Lady Angela. Psychic Bob's not the only one pressuring you for more videos.
Yeah, Bob's always pressuring me for making. I'm working on it, okay?
You know, guys, I love Lady Angela's teachings and videos as much as y'all. So, you know, like, I'm glad you're pressuring her because I'm in the same boat. No pressure there, Lady Angela.
Yeah, it's fine. I love you all, and I can't wait to get some going. So, yeah.
Yay, Moonfae just said she's looking forward to your videos also. So there's another person, okay? An investigative journalist just wrote yay. And, well, you see a lot of people now waiting. So,
yes, nope. Yes. Okay. We aim to please, so I'll be getting one out real soon, guys.
And since Lord Tony's out there, I'm going to pick on him too. I'll spare you a little bit. And Lord Tony, we're all looking forward to more videos from you as well.
Yep. And also for seeing some items up for sale, if he could get himself a little website going where he sells his wands and stuff, because he really does some beautiful work. He really does. Mark Law says, oh, yes, Lady Angela, do make more. Okay, guys.
Absolutely. Well, you guys are the best. I tell you, here we are. We're almost at 9 o'clock. I don't know where the time goes. I swear I don't know where the time goes. And but you know what? You guys have been wonderful tonight. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for so many of you come regularly. And that means a lot to us because we try to be present for you, and that you take the time to be here for us. It's a blessing. And I want to say thank you. And I want to also wish all of you a happy and blessed Imbolc season, because I believe it's a season. And I'm so honored that you joined us for Magic tonight. And we're going to do some more of this next week. We'll have some more teaching, Lady Angela, aren't we?
Absolutely. Tonight was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing a ritual with you, Bob, live, and I could feel the energy of everybody else doing it along with us. It's really wonderful. All of our power has united in order to manifest the dreams and the wishes we wrote down, and for the better of us all, for as a group. So it's a really beautiful thing. Our light was surely shining brightly at that moment. So thank you all for that.
Yeah, and I want to again say thank you. Well, guys, listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. This video will be posted in just a little while, right after we go off the air. It takes a few minutes to process, but it should be up. And so if you've tuned in late, didn't get to do the ritual, it's in the video. You can see it. And we did it, it was about 8:25 p.m. So it's about close to the half-hour mark.
Yeah.
And I'm so sad Lord Tony's not with us tonight. But Tony, you're in the chat. Thank you for being here. And hopefully we'll get this ironed out. I don't know what's going on, but Lord Tony will hopefully be on live with us next week as well, so he can add some more power to our rituals and our work. And, you know, Lady Angela, we didn't talk about what next week's show is going to be about, so we're going to have to think about that. And then we'll announce it this week. So,
sure.
But
everybody come check out Bob's horoscopes tomorrow. He does horoscopes for all signs, the whole week horoscopes for every single sign, plus for everybody. So that's really cool. I know I'll be here for Bob's show tomorrow for the horoscopes for the week, so I could be better informed and better prepared.
Well, thank you, Lady Angela. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So make sure to be here tomorrow. We will cover all 12 zodiac signs. And what I do is I give a snapshot overview of each day of the week, what's going on, the major transits, and then I do individual horoscopes for each sign. So everybody watches that video, you will get your horoscope just for you. And, you know, if you get bored tonight, you know, some of us are up late, we're night owls. You can also drift over to my website and pick up some of my books over there. Oops, that's not my book. I was just showing this, but this is not to have, well, I'm going to advertise anyways. This is a book I've been reading, Wicca Candle Magic, a wonderful book by Jarena Dunwich. You can get that at Lady Angela's site.
Yeah, you can get that at my website, rarewiccaspells.com.
Rare Wicca Spells. And then when you're done with that, you can go over to robert-hickman.com, and the links for all of these websites will be after the video in the box below in the info box. And you can get my books, Messages from Rose or Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom, or oops, let me grab my other one here, or Ouija Mysteries. All of these are available. And so, you know, you've got a lot of work that you can do to work on your spiritual lives. And I encourage that. Well, guys, we are at 9 o'clock, and it's been the witching hour. And I hope wherever you are, you have a blessed, wonderful night. And Lady Angela, I'll let you say good night as well.
I say good night to everybody, and to close out our night, merry meet, merry part, until we merry meet again. Blessed be.
Blessed be. So motive be. Thanks for being here, guys. We'll see you back here next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the witching hour. Blessed be.